and then come over here, put this here, lower this, so we have that up. Honestly, I feel like part of me should put it over here, because over here makes it feel like, because I don't really change anything else. I feel like putting it here, all my comments are basically on one side. Makes it just a little bit easier, Kinda, sorta. Alright, but anyways, we'll test that out this stream. Alright, we open Twitch. We hit copy. Close that out, and then we can go over to places like Twitter and such. Finishing trial of the sword and doing some DLC. Tune in now. Then we hit paste. Then we hit select all. We hit copy. We hit post. Then we go over to Threads, because Threads also social media, right? We hit paste. We hit post. And then we go to Instagram, because Instagram is also connected to Facebook for whatever reason. And then we could turn this around. Live on Twitch / Pycaon. Alright, so people know we're live. And then once we hit paste, I know it's always like a whole setup kind of thing. And part of me is like, oh yeah, I could try to set it up before we actually go live and stuff like that, which I technically could. I could create like a schedule or something. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, all this extra stuff in my pocket. Got my wallet and my keys. And now it's stuck in my pocket. Crazy. Yeah, let's hit continue. But yeah, sometimes the embedded links, like when I go to put a link somewhere, like maybe Discord or something like that, if I'm not already live, then it doesn't actually embed the stream. If that makes sense. So I have to wait till I go live to actually like advertise. It's weird. Alright. I'm telling you, this song gets me every time. This probably, without a doubt, has to be like my favorite song in this entire game. Both the daytime version and the nighttime version. I don't know why. It's just, it's so catchy. It's so warm. It's so inviting. And come on, let's be completely honest. Everybody's first time actually making it to this forest, and they played this song as you walk down this thing. You see Master Sword in the pedestal, and you're like, I finally made it through this nightmare of a forest. And then you walk up to the sword and you pull it out for the first time, and the great Deku Tree is looking at you with his no eyes and scowling face. And then he was just like, you've made it, Link. The Master Sword is yours. We all felt something inside. And this music and this song was playing. Come on, the song has a special place in all of our hearts. But we're not here for the music. We're not here for the music and all the other random nonsense. We are here to finish the Master Sword trials. Let's do this for real. For real, for real. So one of the funny thing is that this guy whose video I've been watching that helps me to get through the Master Sword trials, he kept talking about how, like, again, after you pass floor 9, I think it is, in the beginning trials, that awful Lizalfo room that we all know, he really was like, everything is just downhill from here. Everything past that floor is so easy as long as you take your time and as long as you just, you know, pay attention. Then all of these other floors are just super easy. To the Blade's chosen hero, in the name of Goddess Hylia, I offer this trial of the sword. You are nearly worthy of wielding the true splendor of the Master Sword. You must fortify your mind, body, and soul by eradicating all obstacles that appear in this realm. In this illusionary realm of sacred mystery, anything can happen. All that you obtain here will be lost upon your return to the reality you know. Chosen hero of the Master Sword, overcome the trial of the sword and claim the blade's true splendor. And again, he made a very valid point at one point when he was talking about how, like, this right here should have been the this should have been the beginner trials. I'm trying to get everything that I can. He's dropping arrows, and then I know there's like some other stuff in here. I just want to take like one lap around and then probably kill him, so that we don't have to spend too much time going back and forth here. So we're just trying to grab whatever we can. But yeah, ho Eduardo Garcia, sup. Welcome to the stream. Ho, you see? Today I'm a little bit faster reading the comments. But what's up? Welcome to the stream. We are completing the Master Sword trials. We just started, so we're still... Oh. Well, that got destroyed practically instantly, but that's okay, because we got some other stuff that we're gonna use. Come on. Yeah, move. Because it's metal, we're gonna get shot. But yeah, I just started the stream not too long ago. This is literally the first floor of the final trials, just a bunch of skeletal enemies. And I was kind of saying it a little bit earlier. I don't know if you heard me or not. I don't know how early you got into the stream, but this video that I have on my tablet on the side of this guy that's basically showing me all of the floors through this whole thing. The video basically helps me get through the entire Master Sword trials, right? And it's a video that I watched the last time that I played this game before I was streaming it or making content or anything like that. And he was talking about how the final trials, at least most of the floors that we're about to do in the final trials, should have been swapped with the trials, the beginning trials. Some of the floors in the final trials should have been swapped with some of the floors in the beginning trials, because like this, for example, this first floor, it was just a bunch of skeletal enemies, something that I could easily just use the bomb for. Took maybe like 2 seconds to run through it, not really take any damage or anything like that. So, and it's something that I totally agree. I agree 110%. I feel like even the last time that I did this, I said the same thing too. I was like, some of these final trial floors should have been the beginner trials, because some of them are just so easy. Like skeletal enemies, as annoying as they are in the game, they're still probably the easiest enemy to deal with, because they only take 2 shots to kill. You hit them once, basically, they drop their head, you hit the head, that's it. Game over. And most of these trials, at least here, is just use your bomb and you're good. So like that, for example, we're using that. Like I didn't even watch his video on how to deal with this floor. I feel like I just walked in here. You would break now. Hey, all of that stuff, super easy. Oh yeah, for some reason, I remember this next floor. Because, again, all of these floors are pretty easy for the most part to deal with. Oh no, yeah, that's definitely going to shock me. Don't want to use that yet. And I think I was mentioning this in a previous stream too. Were the beginning trials harder? Because I tried doing it and it was too hard. I was on master mode. Yes, without a doubt. The beginning trials are definitely the hardest of the 3. Between the beginning trials, the middle trials, and the final trials, the beginner trials are the hardest one. That's what I was talking about earlier. Because some of the floors in this final one should have been what you did in the beginning trials. Because this is like you already see it. Like all I'm doing is going around just using this bomb, and I'm over here beating up all of these enemies for the most part. And these are supposed to be the final trials. These are supposed to be the hardest trials of the 3. And you can see like how we're already breezing through it. We already got a ton of weapons, even though some of them are like really fragile and are gonna break easily. We already got like some decent stuff. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why the beginning trials are so hard, especially floor 9. Floor 9 is that Lizalfo room where you start on the bridge in a room full of water, and there's 3 like silver Lizalfos that you have to fight. That is by far the hardest room out of all of these trials. But once you get past that, if you can get past it, because I spent so much time fighting those guys. Got any tips? You upgrade. I would say my biggest tip to you is to upgrade your hero abilities. I mean, not your hero abilities. Your what is it called? The Sheikah Slate abilities. Make sure that you have the bomb plus, and especially the stasis plus. If you have stasis plus, you can freeze enemies for a short amount of time. And bombs, they basically just do a little bit more damage and you get them back quicker, right? And the reason why I say that is because, especially when you get to that floor 9 with those Lizalfos on the bridge, as soon as you drop onto that floor, as soon as that floor starts, you stasis that first Lizalfo, and while he's frozen, put 2 arrows right between his eyes, and you'll kill him. And then after you kill him, you can at least sneak up on one of the other 2 Lizalfos, get a sneak attack in, and you have to save all of your arrows, right? All of the arrows that you get when you're doing the beginner trials. Break all, like, any boxes you can, try to smash any like metal containers that you come across, because you'll get a bunch of arrows, and save all of those arrows for that Lizalfo room, because when you fight those last two Lizalfos, once you sneak attack one of them and he drops into the water, just start shooting him in the face. And you can stasis him while he's in the water because they like to stay in the water and just constantly just like spit at you from a distance. So it makes it hard to fight them, right? So stasis the very first one, 2 arrows right in the head, it'll kill him. And then you sneak attack one of the last two and just rain arrows. And then once he's dead, you basically do the same thing to the last one. Sneak up to him, get a sneak attack hit in, he'll slide into the water, and then you just all your arrows, just freaking unleash arrows. That's probably the best way that I've was able to get through it. But yeah, all of the levels, you want to make sure even after you kill the enemy that you're walking around the room to see what else you could pick up. You know, sometimes there's boxes, sometimes there's barrels, and they all have like items and stuff in it. So, you know, just use your environment, use your abilities, because you can't use the champion abilities in here, but you can still use your Sheikah Slate abilities. So you could still use, you know, remote bomb, magnesis, stasis, all that stuff like that. So that's probably the biggest tip. Other than that, if you like how I'm watching this YouTube video that's basically telling me each one of the floors and how to like get past it, you could do something like that too, because I feel like I don't do the Master Sword trials unless I'm watching like this guy's videos, because he definitely gives me like, it's like a heads up. It's like, okay, he's basically saying like, all right, hold on to this because you're gonna need it for whatever other reason. All right. I remember when I first did this floor. I don't know why those guys haven't shown up yet. It's because I gotta get this, right? That's why. For some reason, I always took so much damage on this floor, and I really have no idea why. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like when I first did this floor, the spikes on the floor, I think, is what kept messing me up, you know? I don't even know if that was all of them I just killed. Night Shield. Let's go. Nah, somebody else is still alive. Oh, I lied. That was all of them. That's crazy. Because again, some of these floors, I remember, like, especially this one that we're on, you can kind of see it. Or yeah, like right underneath me, right? You can see the spikes and stuff, right? But for some reason, they were just blending in really well to me, so I could not see them. And I kept taking so much damage on this floor for like no reason. Let's see. 6, 5. These arms. So yeah, we walk around, we basically see what barrels or other stuff we can see. There's this chest. Ouch. Hey, Knight's bow. Hell yeah. Always want to use the stronger bow. Yeah, we're not using that because I just realized that it has the shock stuff on it. Yeah, kept taking so much damage on this room, no idea why. Now all of a sudden it feels like I'm kind of like breezing through some of these. Alright, let me see. Alright. Alright, we're gonna hold off there. With these next couple floors. Damn. Multi-kill. That's crazy. I didn't even try to hit all of them like that. That just happened. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, give me all the rest of these weapons. Man, that played out so differently than I thought it was going to. I just turned and saw all of them kind of like chilling there and was just like, oh snap. But yeah, I don't think there's really much, there's some arrows. Lots of arrows, I'll take that. I'll take lots of arrows. What? Get away from this. I was about to say, where did his head go? Alright, where's this other guy? This already. Pick up the rusty broadsword. Where'd he go? Over there. Landed in the tree. Man, that's not all of them? Oh, snap. Where'd that come from? You saw that arrow? Oh, he's still on the horse? Yeah, I didn't expect stasis, huh? Saw the look on his face, he was like, stasis. He was like, what is this? Alright, yeah, let's use some of these weaker weapons that we don't really need. Probably aren't even strong enough to break this one chest anyways. Man, it took 3 arms just to freaking bust this open. Man, these weapons suck. Oh, some shock arrows. I definitely would take those. What's this over here? Another bow. Some more arrows. And then, yeah, I want to say that's it. For reals. For reals. Oh, nope, I lied. Some more over here. That's 6. This is 6. I'm not gonna be able to use these after a while. Oh no, over here beating up some hellish rooms. Alright, so feel like we got everything we needed for the most part, right? Alright. So on to the next floor. Let's go. Uh-oh. Yeah, we can't use that one. Can't use that one. Alright, we're good. Kinda feel like I should use a couple of these. Since we're in the water. Over here beating him up, boy. I guess this one. Yeah. For some reason, that shadow popping up behind me scared the hell out of me. What? I think I waited too late. Yeah. Man, I was about to leave. I was about to jump straight onto that portal. Damn, he dropped a lot of good stuff. Thunderblade, Flame Spear. We never picked up a Flame Spear. Magical spear forged in the magma of Death Mountain. Attack when the blade glows to expel powerful, excuse me, flames. Man. Yeah, that's gonna kill us. We gotta switch to something that's no electricity. Alright, and like I said, we always want break everything. These metal containers, toss them into the air, break them up, because you get lots of good stuff. Like we're at 86 arrows. What's over here? Nothing. Alright. On to the next floor. Because now I think it's switched. First was the lightning storm, so we couldn't use any metal weaponry. But if I remember, now it's gonna switch. Now we're going to go to like the flame biome, which means now we can't use the wooden weaponry. We gotta use. We have to switch it up now. Right, but we're gonna do that after. We're gonna see what's in these chests over here. But before we even do that, we're going to grab this fairy. Actually, you know what? I lied. I don't feel safe coming up here because if I accidentally press A and we move forward, I'm gonna be really upset. So I'm gonna be like, bro, what the heck? down here. Having at least one fairy makes me feel 10 times better. Having two would be awesome. Because in the cold, once we get to the cold biome, I think we actually have to make like some heat dishes. And if we run out of heat resistance, or cold resistance, I mean, then I think that's gonna be very bad. Yeah, collect these apples. Pick up a torch as well. I'll also pick up a torch. And I think, if I remember, it's in this one. It's in these final trials that I feel like I actually want to take maybe some bundles of wood. Forget too, because I think you could. I think we can get a Korok leaf as well. There, as soon as I said it. Alright, I don't think we need, like I said, the wooden ones. I don't think we're going to need again for a while. Double axe. This double-sided axe was designed with fighting in mind. It's a bit unwieldy, so it requires a well-practiced technique to use efficiently. Alright, well, I think we, for the most part, collected everything. Oh, ancient arrows, hell yeah. Another knight's bow, I'll take it. Flamebreaker boots. Yeah, so the next area, that should basically give us plenty of indication on what we're going to be facing next. So we're gonna metal everything. We're gonna metal it up. Yeah, use all of these weapons that we don't care about first. Alright. And then before we move on, of course, we are going to, you know, part of me is, no, it's fine. Let's see, Hardy Truffle, raise your defense. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until our next room, because I feel like we should have more material that I could probably mix in to get higher flame. I don't know why I keep saying flame resistance. Cold resistance. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take that risk. We're gonna wait until next one. All right. So yeah, next couple of floors, easy. Yikes. Huge yikes. Alright, we're playing around too much already. Ding ding ding. I know that's not what it sounds like. I'm just, you know? I don't even know how much floors it is and what. We're already on what, floor 9? Breezing through this. Dead skis. Don't even know what hit him. He's like, hey, what happened? I just see all white. Oh, then we got one of these bad boys here. Toasty mushroom. Just like that, super easy. Alright, now it looks like he cheated. For sure. Great Frostblade. How do you have attack up? There is... actually, I don't think I have any more to show you. Oh, and I'm in the Trial of the Sword, so it's not like I have access to my actual material. In like the bottom right of the map, along the shoreline of Hyrule, like the beachy area, in the bottom right of the map, there's a fish called a mighty carp. Sort of like this armored carp. The armored carp and the mighty carp are found in the same area, right? So wherever you find one, you usually find the other. But you get 4 of the mighty carps, and you basically cook it with a dragon's horn. So any of the 3 dragons, Farosh, Nadra, any of those mythical dragons, whenever they show up or whenever you see them, if you shoot an arrow into their horn, they drop a piece of their horn, and you mix again, you mix 4 of the mighty carp with 1 of the dragon horns. And if you do it on the night of a blood moon, you know how some dishes, when you cook in this game, they have a chance to become like an enhanced version. Like if I were to cook seared steak, for example, if I like mixed different ingredients together to make that seared steak, there's a chance that instead of it healing two hearts, like how it says, it might heal 5 because it became an enhanced version, right? But if you cook on the night of a blood moon, that enhanced version has a 100% like guarantee. So any food that you make on the night of a blood moon, it's always going to be its best or its enhanced version. So I basically took, what was it? Because there's 3 trials, I got 12 of the mighty carps, and I went around and collected 3 of the dragon horns over like the span of like several in-game days. I think I had 2 Pharaoh and 1 Nadra horn, and then I waited for a blood moon. And then once the blood moon came, I think between 11 p.m. and 12:30 a.m. is your window to cook all of your dishes. So from 11:30 to 12:30 is your window. And then on the night of that blood moon, I basically went and took all 12 mighty carps and 3 of the dragon horns, and I made 3 of the attack dishes. And they give you 30 minutes. 30 minutes of the maximum of attack. That's why there's 3 swords. That 3 is the max. So it's just yeah, it's giving us a tremendous attack bonus. And I use it because on all 3 trials, especially the beginner trials, you know, when you first start off, of course, you have nothing on you. You have no items, no weapons, no shields, no food, no nothing when you start the trials, right? But that food, you see how I have like all the extra additional yellow hearts? I basically ate one of those dishes that gave me all of those additional hearts, and then I ate the attack bonus food, and then I would start that trial. I would start the beginner, the medium, the final trials, and whatnot. Because it helps, right? You know, it helps to have more health, because sometimes you will take damage, especially the beginner trial. I don't think you can get past the beginner trials without taking any kind of damage whatsoever. And then again, the attack bonus, I don't expect it to last the entire trial. I just need it to last long enough to get better gear. So like, again, right now that we actually have weapons, now that we actually have bows and some arrows, now that we actually have some shields and a little bit of armor, I don't necessarily need that attack bonus, but it's still helping me, right? So I still want to try to use as much of it as I can before it runs out. So I still want to like move quick. But if it does run out, I'm not going to be like, oh man, I have to start over the whole trial. Once it runs out, I'm just like, all right, I think I'm good, you know? So for this guy, because this guy's fire, he's dead. I want this guy to see me. Oh, what's up, bro? You next? I really don't like using this meteor rod, but actually, I think I'm gonna hold on to it, because once we get to the ice area, I think having more fire-based weapons is going to be pretty nice. So once again, we're going to use the weak weapons, because we don't really... Yeah, stun lock him. Yikes! Yeah, beating you up with basic weapons, bro. I just want to stop him from healing. Oh, snap. didn't even realize I was walking on that like thing of fire. So yeah, so like even this right here, like I took a chance using the weaker weapons, fighting that black moblin, because again, I feel like the silvers, the blacks, the golds, they do so much damage. And if you're careless, even though we got this far, basically, if we're careless, we can still get taken out almost like immediately, right? So nice. Damn. There's a chest. Bro, I'm telling you, this guy's video is freaking hilarious. Alright. But as for us, now that I see what the next floor is, and the next floor, I definitely feel like it's one of those floors that make it feel like the final trials. Like now we're finally starting to go, okay, now this is starting to get a little difficult. But the majority of these floors, like the ones that we've done so far, like what, we're already on like floor 9, 10, something like that, and I feel like I've struggled less than I did in the beginning trials, you know? Like the trials that we've done so far have felt significantly easier than what we had to go through in the beginning trials. Link, turn around. What are you doing? Alright, I know he said something about shooting an arrow like over here or something. That they could turn around. Alright, well, that actually worked. But, let's see. Spear. So we'll hold on to the ice weapon. Basically, what I'm trying to do. Push him. Which is all we want to do. Just want to push him off. I need to get this one. Get his attention. Him to come down here. You don't hear me running around down here? Where'd he go? Okay, I know you guys for a fact hear me. Up there confused. I'm over here making all this noise and he's like, wait, what? Yeah, what's up? Beat you from down here. Dude, it's actually working. No, don't run. Where you going? Don't run. He don't know what's going on. He's like, why is this thing beating me up, bro? There's ghosts. Oh, come on. I did all that damage to him already. Just by beating him up with those boxes. Oh, come on, I need the other one coming down here. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Not what I wanted to do. But some way, somehow, this could still work out in our favor. Do I want to just use one of these? Fuck it. He's almost dead. Fuck it. I kind of didn't want to, but at the same time, I'm like, he's almost dead. This isn't one of those times to be using the weaker weapons just because. Ooh, all those arrows from beating that other guy up the box. He's the last one, right? And I'm gonna take his weapon. Let's go. Again, some way, somehow, that ended up being a lot easier than the last time I did this. I struggled on this one. Like, I don't even think we've taken any kind of damage so far, right? Like, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've taken any kind of damage since we started this trial, which is insane to me, because any other time I've done this, you know how many times, like, the first part of the beginner trials are so easy, right? But I mean, the first part of the final trials is easy. That whole storm, I feel like that part's easy. You get a bunch of skeletal enemies, all of that stuff. It's not until we hit this fire area that things kind of start to get a little bit more difficult. And I've struggled. I've messed up on this specific stage a couple of times where I had to restart. And again, I feel like we've taken no damage so far. 3 more ancient arrows, hell yeah. I just think it's crazy. In my mind, I'm like, what? Like, how have we not taken any damage yet? We're gonna get rid of this sword. We don't need this sword. Just so that we can get that one. That one's 72. That is crazy. That is a strong weapon. Alright, run. Yeah, making everybody dizzy. Making myself dizzy. Alright, let's see what the next floor has in store. Alright, so he said not to continue to use your ice sword, which I'm glad that we didn't. Get off him. Nice. Easy. Super, super easy. I don't even remember how many floors there are on this thing. And we've got 3 minutes left of this attack bonus, which I feel like by the time we finish doing this... More arrows. I feel like by the time we finish doing this, I believe the next floor is a break room as well. I'm kind of just, when I get ready to go to the next floor is when I watch the next floor. So I want to say, I mean, he did mention something about fairies. You only see the fairies in the break room, right? So, break room next. Let's go. Break time. And then let's see what's after the break room. Hey. For that floor, because it's definitely starting to get more complicated now. Definitely starting to get a little bit more complicated. Nice. Oh yeah, that weapon broke. And I believe at this point, if I'm not mistaken, we are past the thunderstorm, we are past the fire, so now we have access to all of our weapons again. So now we basically, and because we're going into ice, I think fire weapons are going to be a little bit more useful. Not necessarily on all the enemies, but on some enemies, like how I think those fire Lizalfos and that fire wizard, we used the ice blade. It wasn't all the enemies, but some enemies you can one-shot them. Let's see. Even though we started using this one, I feel like we might as well continue. Yeah, it's badly damaged. We know. And then we'll use this rusty one. Alright, so definitely going to give us... Yeah, we even got hardy radish. Yeah, we definitely have to start cooking now. Because they wouldn't have given us the peppers for no reason. And we're about to run out of... We're about to run out of the attack bonus anyways. And it wouldn't even have mattered because going into the ice area, we have to make some warm dishes. So again, I feel like Sizzlefin trout. This red trout prefers warm bodies of water. It has a special organ specifically for storing heat. When cooked into a dish, it temporarily boosts your resistance to the cold, which again is what we need. Boosts your resistance to the cold. Let's see what we got in these chests first. So at this point, even if we were going into the next floor with more time on our attack bonus, we would have to override it anyways with this heat resistance. So either way, this is where the attack bonus ends. And like I said, you're basically gonna see why. Alright, we'll equip that. Those are still like our strongest. I'm gonna use that for now. Put this on. Alright, and more than anything, we need heat resistance. So we're gonna use all 3 sizzle fins and 2 the spicy peppers. "12.5 minutes of cold resistance." And I think I said heat resistance again earlier. I don't know why. Don't judge me. Anything else with heat resistance? I don't believe so. So what we're going to do is do all 4 peppers, mix it in with a bird thigh to give us another dish with some heat resistance. Cold resistance. Ugh. It's so annoying. 10.5 minutes. So that's actually pretty good. I think that's more than enough time. I think that's more time than I had previously. So other than that, let's see, attack power, strength, right? And we'll do a drumstick. Throw some meat in there, some protein. And that gives us 3.5 minutes of max attack bonus. 3.5, 3 minutes 50 seconds. What is wrong with me today? Where's my head? I feel like I'm just inserting stuff that's not supposed to be there. Alright, and these right here are going to give us some additional hearts. So if we take damage, if we lose all of our original hearts, this is going to be something that we could eat to restore some of our hearts. For recovery, hearty steamed meat. Alright, we're actually doing pretty good on the food. Armored carp. We will mix with some fruit. Tough simmered fruit. And then these will restore stamina if we really need it. And then basically everything else. This is gonna give us movement speed. Three minutes of movement speed. And then this last dish should make us silent. Yeah, I feel like we did really good on that. So even if we do take some damage, I like this. I like the odds. We're actually doing pretty good. And it looked like, from what he was saying on this next floor, it looks like we just have to go in there and fight. There's not really a specific strategy, at least that he could find. Good stretch. Yeah, see? We're freezing. So let's do the 12.5-minute one. Alright, 12.5 minutes of cold resistance. Which means we've got to move. We got to go in here and we've got to fight. We can't waste time. I don't even think I'm going to try to spend time like collecting anything. Because we just gotta do it. We just gotta do it. Which one's next? 18. Alright, 18. Yeah, just beat him up in the corner. That's it. He can't do nothing. He can't do nothing. He doesn't even know what to do. He's just like, what's happening? Let's see, 24 for that other one. 22. Shocking. He doesn't know what to do, like I said. He's over there like, what? And we're not even going to worry, like I said, about trying to collect these other things. We're just going to go in here and do what we can. Oh, yeah, see? It's a good thing I'll check out some of his videos. Because, he's got some good know-hows. Alright, so, onto this next floor, we're gonna fight. And I really feel like that's basically what these ice floors are more so about. I feel like these floors are more so about this one he was talking about, right? Come on, we don't have time. take those. Switch back to this. That. Don't really need that other one. Oh, snap. Dragon Bone, Bokobo. Part of me is like, do I really need the torch? I'm gonna drop it. We're gonna drop the torch. I don't think we need it. And then watch me end up regretting it later. Royal sword. Let's see. What else? What other weak weapons do we have? We've got this 15. Alright, and then our next weakest weapon, 22. 10, but I'm only keeping that one because it's actually flame. I'll get rid of the Cork Leaf. I'll get rid of the Cork Leaf. We're just gonna go nothing but raw power the rest of these floors. And I think what's difficult. What? Alright, and then in the video, he was talking about, so when you use these ancient arrows, right, we've got 9 of them, but when you use these ancient arrows, it just completely pulls whatever enemy you hit into oblivion. There's no trace of them. There was not even any proof that they even existed, right? You know, not a single dust, atom, any of it. There's no trace of their existence whatsoever. You want an exhibit? Exhibit A. Gone. Pulled into oblivion. You see that? Saw that gold dude? What gold dude? There was no gold dude. On to the next one. Alright, so for this one, he was talking about jumping up here, switching over to some fire arrows. So we're gonna jump up here. Kinda want this guy to see me. Like, I low-key feel like he should be able to see me. Like, dude. I know you see me. You just acting brand new. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Dead keys. Let's see. I gotta use this one. Why not? Damn, and he's picking up a royal sword. Damn, dude's trying to kill me, This dude wants me dead. Block. I wanted to run, but I was just like, bro, there's gonna be no way. Oh, we need to go two-handed. I just wanted to back up, because part of me was like, this dude's gonna start. I'm dead. I have no idea why I took a chance like that, because if he freaking swung at me the way I thought he was gonna swing at me, we probably would have lost like all of our hearts. That was scary. Why did I do any of that? Who knows? Alright, so we're gonna use another ancient arrow. On this guy. The bow broke. What? What? Because you're a spear, dude. Ah, come on. This is what I'm talking about right here. It's always enemies like this that always end up pissing me off. Yeah, you want to do a spear bridge? Part of me is like, we actually shouldn't have. We maybe shouldn't have used the fire weapon. Well, I mean, it's not like it's super damaged or anything like that, right? But let's see. So it's 26. More arrows. That's all I wanted you for. All right. That's funny. Yeah. Really? Seriously. And then he's doing all this turning around in different directions and stuff. Like, bro, come on. Damn, that sword broke at like the perfect time too. Oh, final Lionel. Guess what, baby? Thought it was gonna be some epic battle? Hell no. Control Alt Delete onto the next floor. You know. Alright, 36. Alright, now I feel like we can use whatever weapon. Alright, because all of these, pristine condition. The only one that we started using was this fire one. So I feel like we can finish it off, you know? Let's see, 55. Drop that shield. That shield. Drop that shield. 38. What happens if I hit these boxes with this? Ah. Alright, no fairies on this map, or this rest area, because we already basically got all of them. Alright. We still have 5 fairies on us. And we actually have a bunch of food, so I honestly don't even really think that we need to cook anything else. I honestly feel like we are good. What can we even cook? Temporarily increase your maximum hearts. Put all this together. 6 hearts. Put some of these defense ones together. Bam. More defense. And yeah, we honestly, again, I feel like doing things this time around, I'm breezing through this so much easier. Like I feel like if you guys are watching me do this, you guys are probably like, man, like these are probably super easy to him. Like he's not struggling at all. And let me tell you, the first time I did this, it was not going this smoothly at all. Not even in the slightest, not even close. Because the first time I was doing this, I was struggling so much. And especially the last couple of times I did Trial of the Sword, when I did when I got to the ice part, I ran out of both my food, my cold resistance food, both times that I've done this like previously. So it's like that by the time I got to that Lionel room, like I'm over here slowly taking damage, and I had to hurry up and use that ancient arrow to hurry up and get to the break room and all that stuff like that. Like, not only do we still have time, but I still have a whole nother cold resistant dish, which I'm just like, man, this is crazy. You guys are dropping, so you guys suck. Flame speed. Yep, this is how we're doing it. Just taking them out one by one. Let's see, 36. Honestly, let's do I just want to get rid of this item. Unless something is like really weak to whatever element, I usually don't like using the wizard weapons. Like, unless it's one of those enemies, like say you're fighting another wizard. If I'm let's say I'm fighting the ice wizard and I have this meteor rod, okay, you know, all I gotta do is basically hit him with like one fireball, he's dead. Or if it's the other way around, if I'm fighting the fire wizard, but yet I have ice bow or something like that, then I feel like, yeah, I'm going to try to utilize it, right? But other than that, I don't really like using them like that. 24. This is my next weakest weapon. See, 36. Oh, this one's 30. I forgot we even had this one too. What? I don't think I've ever seen a chest on this one. What's in here? Night shield. Care about night shield? This one's 22. I mean, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up just because. Just beat him up. Yeah, get linked. I'm telling you, this dude's hilarious, bro. You know, we're gonna use another ancient arrow. Come on, come on. Yeah. I don't know how Link managed to climb up that, but man, epic battle. All right, before all right. All right, we've got another dude to fight. Uh oh. He's not gonna see me up there, right? Good enough for me. These ancient arrows are the best thing since sliced bread. And I don't know if I'm gonna have enough, because it looks like he has one more ancient arrow than I do. And I don't know if that's... I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or what. But he's definitely got one more ancient arrow than I do. Alright, now for this one. Run, Link. Run. Oh, chest. Another royal bow. I'm gonna take it. Royal shield, 55. Who sees me? Who is it? Oh. Yeah, I really do feel like he has a... What? What is your problem, dude? It's probably because I shot him. As soon as I shot him, he ended up shooting back. It's crazy. I didn't think I was moving fast enough. These guys are only difficult if they can lock onto you from a distance. But once you get up close and personal, these guys ain't. Alright, let's see. 36, 38, 26. Oh no, I did not mean to hit him with the ancient arrow. Oh no. I thought I had normal arrows equipped. Oh, I'm pressing it. Oh no, we're messing everything up. Everything's getting messed. Ooh, boy, that's crazy. Yeah, I already thought that I had one less arrow than him, and now I really feel like I kind of messed things up. We're gonna have to really fight on these last couple. I didn't pick up any bomb arrows. Yeah, what's up? What's up? What you guys want to do? What's up? What y'all want to do? Kill the rest of y'all with arrows. Get out of here. Yeah, you know why I stole this horse? I stole this horse specifically so I could do this right here. And I jumped back onto the horse. That was cool. That was cool. I'm not gonna lie. Get the black one. There's no time to be finicky. Come here, we were friends. Don't run from me now. Yeah, blast him. He said this was the last floor, cause yeah, crazy. You're on the master trial that early? Yeah. It's definitely, well, I wouldn't say that it's like that early. I don't know where I was hitting just now. Because we've definitely have done a lot, right? But we've done a lot in the sense that it's always felt like it's always kind of felt like we rushed things. Like I'm sorry, I can't ever like explain and play at the same time, or I feel like I always have to do one or the other. I can't multitask. But when we made this new save file, I guess you could call it, this new adventure, this new game, so that we could live stream it, I actually went straight to, after we completed the Great Plateau, we basically went straight to Hyrule Castle. We collected the Royal Guard outfit to help with stamina consumption when we're climbing. We also got the Hylian shield, and then I think from there we went and got the 4 champion powers. Then we got the Master Sword, converted all of our hearts to stamina, which is why our red hearts are kind of low, because we converted everything for max stamina. And I kind of been, since then, I kind of been just doing some shrines here and there. We've been collecting some stuff. But yeah, we finally got to the point where we want to do Trial of the Sword to power up the Master Sword. Then we're going to move on to the DLC, complete the DLC, and then from there, we're basically just going to go around the map, collect everything that we can collect, do all the side quests that I feel like we can do, and then we're going to end with storming Hyrule Castle, beating the game, all that stuff. So I wouldn't say that it's like early, I just kind of feel like we did rush to get certain things, but after this Trial of the Sword and after doing the DLC, that's when, like I said, we're going to go around the entire map. We're actually going to explore a bit more. We're going to collect all the memories. We're going to try to do all the side quests. We're going to collect all the chests that we can, collect all the Deku Seeds, do all the shrines, all that stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, we're doing it kind of early, and at the same time, I feel like we're not. And I feel like this is the last guy, so honestly, I'm just gonna beat you up with the strongest weapon we got. Yeah, boy. Get linked. And I seriously... Oh, I... Yeah, but you know, I would definitely say that it's been an interesting few streams, you know? Just because I feel like the way that I played the game this time around is very different than when I played it the very first time, right? When I played this game the very first time, I think all I had done was the 4 champions. I think I went through the DLC and I did like a little bit of stuff after that, but I never really like explored much of the game itself. But there were a lot of moments where I was like, oh man, if I had unlocked this outfit or got this item earlier in the game, it would have really helped me out, you know, stuff like that. Like the Royal Guard outfit. I didn't know about the Royal Guard outfit until like after I got the 4 champions, after I did the DLC and all that stuff like that. So this time around, that's why I feel like I've been rushing to get certain items, because I was like, oh, you know, if we get the Royal Guard outfit early, that would really help us out with climbing and stuff like that, especially because we don't have that much stamina, blah, blah, blah. So that's basically what I did. I went and got a few items. Stamina makes a huge difference in this game. And after we got the Master Sword, now it's going to be fully upgraded. So there's that, on top of all the other items and knickknacks and doodads that we do have, which makes, again, the game a whole lot easier once you have these certain items. And just like I always said before, after completing the beginner trial and the middle trials, we finally unlocked this last platform, which is going to unlock the true splendor of the Master Sword, it says. Yeah, getting all Deku Seeds is going to take really long. I just finished with all shrines and I have about 200 seeds and you need 900. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I definitely had seen that. So the Deku Seeds though, I feel like you don't realize how much you like collect them though, because there might be like 5 in like one area. So it's like you'll collect those 5 and move on to like another area and collect like a bunch more, and before you realize that you end up having like 50, 75, all that stuff, 100. Then you go back to Hetsu, and all of a sudden your inventory is expanded by so much. And I honestly feel like collecting the Deku seeds is a little less strenuous, I would say, than collecting the shrines, because like I said, there's a bunch. You have done well. The depth of your heroism is beyond question. Yeah, let's go. We are the ones who prepared this trial, following a revelation from the goddess Hylia. To the one who has overcome the trial of the sword, you have proven your hand worthy of the legendary Master Sword. Now that the hero has gained the power necessary to combat the calamity, our sacred duty has been fulfilled. Chosen hero. With the awakened Master Sword now boasting its true splendor, protect the kingdom of Hyrule for now and for always. Hell yeah, let's go, baby. Look how big that sword is on his back compared to the Master Sword. Yeah. Yeah, let's go, boy. Nice. Hell yeah. True Master Sword. Master Sword awakened. Oh. Ah, so you have finally returned. Your mind, body, and soul are now ready to wield the Master Sword at its full potential. You never fail to impress. Let's go. Link's triumph over the trial of the sword has awakened its true splendor. Now you are truly one with that sword of yours. I must say, its sacred glow suits you well. As ever, I shall watch over your journey from here. The princess. I am certain Hyrule's princess is pleased with your accomplishment as well. Trial of the sword complete. Oh, save it before anything happens. Save, save, save. Progress saved. Shwoo. Yeah, look at that glowing Master Sword, baby. We are in there. All right. So I feel like we can actually mark that off. Trial of the sword. We can actually mark that as complete. Doom, 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 doom. All right, and before anything else, before we jump into anything else, just like the title of the stream says, I think after it took about 2 hours to go through that final trial, which is crazy. But from here, We're going to travel right back to the Shrine of Resurrection, and we are going to try to do this, what is it? This last part. If you beat Ganon, you can see your percentage from 1 to 100% on the map. It helps a lot. Cork Seeds count as 72%, the 4 Divine Beasts as 0.32, Shrines as 9.6, and Locations as 18%. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Ho ho! Champion abilities again. I almost forgot that we had these. For low-key for a second, I was like, what the hell is that? I feel like we've been, between working full-time, I've spread the streams out over, like, this last week, I said. Or, I should say. And it feels like it feels like it's been a while since we hit the open world, you know? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna mark him as found. Save. Part of me, honestly, is like, how should we tackle this? I know it's probably better to do this during the day, because if any of those skeletons come out, we're gonna be one shot. So part of me is like, I'll start it, but we need to go outside and make sure we switch it to morning, just in case. Sheikah Slate and Champion verification complete, activating the Divine Beast Tamer's Trials. Associated locations have been marked on the map. Take hold of the provided weapon to begin the trial. Like I said, because it's at night, at least for now, once we take up this weapon, we're gonna be one shot. So just in case these skeletal people come out, we need to make sure that we are ready to go. You doing the sword quest? Yeah, we just finished it. Now we're gonna do the DLC. Now we're gonna try to get this done. Do we have... Hold on, my sister's texting me. 1 bag of hamburger buns. Probably... Cheese. Alright. Grocery list. It's not that hard. The only hard thing is the stuff after that it takes so long. Yeah, the first part of this DLC, I would say for the most part, is pretty... Your stash is full. Get the hell out of here. The first part of this DLC is really the only scary part because 40, this one's 36. Drop this one. Cause yeah, once we take up this weapon, like I said, we are one shots, and we basically, this entire time we've been streaming, we basically have been doing like a no death run. So for us, basically not dying, this is probably the scariest part that we could do. I am Maz Koshia. I now address the one who wishes to master a divine beast. To undertake this task requires unwavering dedication. That weapon defeats foes with one hit. However, the reverse is also true, as its wielder will also fall to a single strike. You can use this weapon's ability only twice within a set period of time, only when it is glowing. When enough time passes, the weapon will regain its sheen along with its power. At the 4 marked locations within the Great Plateau, defeat all monsters present to prove your power. If you are not up to the challenge, leave this plateau. The weapon will return here and the trial will end. One hit obliterator. A weapon that defeats foes with 1 hit and causes the user to die from 1 hit. It loses its sheen and power after 2 consecutive uses, but will eventually regain both. Alright. Scary trial begin. Like I was saying, the reason why we want to switch over to daytime or morning is so that the skeletal people don't show up, right? Yikes. Scary. That was taking a risk right there. I could have burned myself. Alright, 5 a.m. Part of me feels like it probably didn't even matter. But yeah, the reason why is so that we can use Majora's Mask, and I can use the rest of this Sheikah outfit. If we can use Majora's Mask, it will stop the enemies of Ganon from trying to attack us, right? On top of them not attacking us, yeah, we gotta watch out for spikes. We gotta watch out for all of this stuff. I really hate this trial. At least the beginning part of this. Because we gotta be very careful. Right, we have Majora's Mask. They don't really care. We come over here while no one's looking. Give them a good old slap. Because these guys make me a little nervous. They make me a little nervous. We're gonna get them to go away. Right. The last time I did this, I was like, Majora's Mask makes all the difference. Damn, I didn't think of that while I did this quest. There will be bats though. Yeah, and the bats, like I said, is what also kind of makes it a little bit difficult to do. But as long as we have what we have, as long as we have Majora's Mask, and as long as we don't kill another of these guys while the other ones are watching, then we have nothing to worry about, for the most part. The bats, sure. That's definitely something to worry about. Let's see, what's in here? Phrenic bow? We will mark it as found. This is part of what I was talking about. 5. Yeah, this friendly is at least 10. Even though they both suck. Save it whenever we can, just in case we make a mistake. And you gotta worry about everything, even things like bees. Yikes. That's a huge yikes right there. Uh-oh. He looks like he's fighting now. Just because these guys are after me now, it looks like the other guy's after me too. Let's see, I haven't used any of these yet. I do always like using the strongest bow. Uh-oh, I think he saw me. Voice is making me nervous. I feel like if other enemies start to attack you, that's when they themselves start to be like, alright, you're an enemy. You're hostile. Right, he would have been running. This chest is bomb arrows, which we will gladly take. Oh. And again, I really do always feel like doing these trials always scares the hell out of me. Because again, the whole one-shot mechanic thing, I'm always just like, boy, all that hard work and everything else can go right down the drain if you're not careful here. Yeah, stealth strike. And again, I feel like the main thing scaring me is that I'm trying to make sure that I'm not walking into like a spike, because that is what's going to probably upset me the most. If we walk into one of these stupid spikes or something, I'm gonna be like, bruh. Yeah, what's up, dude? Slapped. Slapped the taste out his mouth. Keep my name out, yo. Yeah, that one-hit obliterator is probably what you know, I'm not even gonna say it. Alright, anyways. Okay. Alright, let's make sure we're not walking into spikes. Because I have PTSD, man. When I did the final trials of the Trial of the Sword, there was one level I felt like no matter how many times I kept retrying the final trials, I kept walking into these spikes and losing health. So in my mind, I'm like, they're invisible. Like, I can't see them. So I always feel like this scares me because, again, I'm always just like, where are they? Why can't I see them? I'm gonna walk into them. And again, trying to do something of like a no death run is like, I hate this part. This part's scary. To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Yowaka Ita. Yawaka. Yowaka. Something like that. Yawaka. No. The evil dreaded spikes. I'm going for it. It's some scary stuff, man. There's a ladder down here? I don't think I've ever seen this ladder before. That's scary. Why would you even want to be down there? I wouldn't even want to do that. Oh, I almost caught that. That was nice. Damn, I'm always like right there. What? Who was catching that? Bro, this chest is going further and further. Come on. Who's piloting this chest? Shwoo. Alright. Bomb arrows, and there's supposed to be another chest, which is that one, right? We need the big boy. Yeah, we need that one. No. Okay. Yeah, we got you. I got you. Yeah. Can I just push you? Shwoo. This is definitely the sweatiest part of this entire game. This one is 10. Which drop. Pick this one up. I just want to be able to say that we collected it. And yeah. Now we just need the smaller key. That would have been cool if I actually caught it from all the way down there. Again, I feel like the only thing that like really scares me for the most part is spikes. Woo! Alright. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Some way, somehow, we actually got it done, though. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. Yeah, give me my orbs. Man, only what, 3 more? Which, again, scary stuff over here, man. Scary stuff. Again, trying to get past all this without dying is what makes it so difficult. Because you're just like, there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, definitely we're gonna... I forgot I could use you. I forgot we even had a horse. But I'm still scared because I'm like, these spikes, man. I swear they're invisible. You may not think so, but I swear they are. Yeah, don't scare me like that, horse. Switch it back to morning again, just because. I always hate how I have to be like in the opposite direction of where I want to go to get my horse to face the direction I want him to be in. Alright, I don't see any, yeah, we need more arrows. Yeah, see, I don't like how these people popping up over here, making me nervous. Shite. Nope, nope, nope. Not trying to mess with you, good sir. Alright, Lizalfo City over here. We're gonna save. We are going to save. Yeah, come over here. Let me tell you something. Behind these rocks over here, right here, behind all of those platforms and everything else. Look, I'll even whisper. Oh no, the other one sees me. No, he doesn't. He doesn't see me. Yeah, so I just wanted to tell you the yeah, I thought I was gonna tell you something. I don't care. Okay, cool. I like how when you crouch, the music even gets quiet. And then you stand back up and it comes back into volume. It's like the music is sneaking with you. Alright, well, these guys having a party over there. Let them have their party. Let's go over here real quick. Let's go down this way. Let's go down this way, where it's a little less distracting. Oh no, that one see me. The other guy saw me. Alright, because as long as we're out of his line of sight. Alright, as long as he doesn't see us bop this guy. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Nope, that was the worst thing I could have done. That was the worst thing I could have done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Shwoo. I didn't even want to take the chance of walking up to him and hitting him while he was frozen. Man, I thought because I was going to be out of his line of sight that, you know, that was crazy. That was a crazy thing to do. Now I have no idea if the rest of them are going to attack me or not. Before I even draw their attention, try to draw their attention, I think there's another guy up here, right? Yep, there's him. I just need you to come over here now. You come over here, so you could also get bopped. And then, some way, somehow, if I could get his attention. As long as we're not running into any spikes or anything. No, come back over here, dude. Come over here. Come over here. Look into these Majora eyes. I just want to tell you about your car's extended warranty. Alright, now we just gotta get these guys. Now we just gotta get these guys over here. One by one, somehow, some way. Like draw the attention of one. Oh, perfect. The gold one? It's the best one. I didn't expect to get him first. Yeah, come over here. So I could also tell you about your car's extended warranty. And all the ways that you can save. I'm telling you, Majora's Mask makes a difference. Watch out for spikes. Don't want spikes. Spikes are bad. Alright, I just need one of the two of you to see me. Also bees. Even bees are dangerous during this event. Come on. I need you to see me. Yeah, I don't need both of you. Let this one be curious. Right this way, slow and steady. All we gotta do is just continue to beat the brakes off of them where no one else could see. Alright, now this unsuspecting last sucker, no one else is here. Just gonna walk up on him all casual like and hit him in the back. Murder. Stealthily. Shwoo. Another camp cleared. I honestly feel like these last two are probably the ones that I had the most trouble with though. If I'm being honest. Some seared steaks. Some more embers and stuff. Flame blade. Nah, I feel like all the weapons that we got on us right now are pretty damn strong, to be honest. Yeah, bees. I'm allergic. Get out of there, Link. One sting. That's it for you. Rota Chiga. Rota Chiga. What is with these names? Rota Chiga. I am Rota Chiga. Imagine introducing yourself like that to somebody. What's your name? Oh, I'm Rotachiga. Yeah. Rotachiga. Yeah. Forest Dweller Shield, 39. We still wanna pick it up. Sometimes I just like to take the item just so that the chest kind of remains open, I guess, because in my mind, that feels like we've actually collected it. How it's all like going left and right and stuff. Oh, actually, I just need you like right here. No! Why did it move? Oh no, guys. What if I quit? What if I close it out? What if I close it and reopen it? No, the no death run. And you know what? I had a feeling something like that was going to happen anyways. I honestly had a feeling something like that was going to happen. Oh, even if we go back in here now. Because once you die, I feel like even if you go back and reload like a previous save or something like that, it's still going to show that you died. Which sucks. I should have saved it right there. Right? Actually, it doesn't show that we died. Hey. But now we gotta kill these guys again. I can't believe that freaking happened. And whole time that I'm like doing this trial, I'm like, I could feel it. It felt like a pit in my stomach. I'm like, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be a stupid thing that happens. Ugh, can't believe I did that. Can't believe that happened. It like moved and threw us off. At least I think we found kind of like a loophole, right? Because it doesn't show that we died, right? It doesn't show that we have any deaths. Damn, look out! Yeah, look at all the teleporting we did in the beginning. Alright, yeah. I feel good about that. Yeah, come down here. Come down here. Come down here. I don't still have it labeled, right? That's right. Yeah. Yeah, come on, smacking them up. I still can't believe that happened. That was stupid. Alright, nobody up that way. Dead. Smacked. Right in the face. I don't know how we managed to attract the gold one the first time we came up here. Gold one's like, who's that over there? Let me double check real quick. Alright, this time we're probably actually gonna save it so that I can't even really say that it's a no death run because we've died, but it won't show that we've died. I feel like that's really what I care about more. I just don't want it to show. Even if we're cheating a little bit. What? You seen that? You miss. Alright, I'm actually going to try and not catch fire. We're gonna try to hurry up and do this, maybe, hopefully without dying. Because, I know my bees. I know my sister's coming home soon with a bunch of groceries, and I want to help out and probably take a break. Because I have to walk my dog, and then I'm probably gonna get something to eat or whatnot. So, this stream probably is still going to be about the average of what we do. Hey, it's kind of been a while. Have you learned how to wind bomb yet? I have not. I still have not, but we have made a lot of progress. We have completed the Master Sword trials, the beginner, the medium, or the middle, and the final trials. So we finally got the full splendor of the Master Sword, and that took us maybe about like, I don't know, because I'm working full time now. I think it took us like the span of like a week, because I had some time off from, or I can't even say some time off. I worked part time this last week, so yikes. Like, why this thing so scary, bro? Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, we completed the Master Sword trials, and now we basically moved on to we'll need to see a demonstration eventually. Yeah, right? Actually learning something new. Wind bombs and stuffs. So after beating the Master Sword Trials, we actually moved on. I don't even think I needed to jump back on that, right? We could have just went over here like this to begin with. But, yeah, we moved on to the DLC. We completed the Master Sword Trials, now we're moving on to the DLC, so that we could, now, hopefully... Yeah... beat the DLC. But the only thing that sucks about the DLC... Yeah. That's right over there. I feel like I didn't have to. Yikes. Man, I'm telling you, the palm sweating on this is crazy. But I am trying to, like I said, hurry up because my sister's coming home soon with groceries, and I'm gonna help her take in the said groceries. But I also need to... Oh, I forgot about this. Just nice and slow. Nice and slow. You don't have to go too fast, because some of these things like to be tricky. Like that. Shwoo! Yeah, slow and steady. Alright. So we do that. And I do believe, because let me see where she is right now. Why did it seem like... Where did she go? Well, anyways. We managed to get another spirit orb. I'm sorry, I'm like all over the place. I can't multitask, and I say this in all of my content, my live streams, my videos. So whenever I try to do more than one thing, like I seriously have a one-track mind. I just banged my finger on the chair, and I cut my finger a couple days ago. Ow. That hurt. That really did hurt. What you doing here, bro? How unexpected to see a traveler on this solitary plateau.
Oh.
Ah, we meet again. Not to be rude, but you don't look quite well. Much like this plateau, you're looking a mite dreary. Oh, I apologize. Perhaps it's not my place to say as much. I understand more than most the burden of travel. As for me, I came to this spot to pursue an ancient song about a hero at this very plateau.
Yeah.
I can't shake the feeling that we were destined to meet here. In any case, would you like to hear my song? Sure, why not?
Oh.
Lay it on me, bro. Thank you, kind traveler. Now then, please open your ears and your heart to my song. The flames crawl, the waters rise, the lightning strikes, the wind sighs. A beast beyond, a divine four, awaits a hero forevermore. Let not the sound leave horses riled. Breathe in the breath of the wild. Oh, let's go. Genius writing. This guy's A1. I want to hire him to write my mixtape. Curious indeed. As it were, I pursued my teacher's old notes and found that song there. What sort of sound could alarm a horse so effectively? Kabam? Kapow? Rumble rumble? Honestly, I haven't a clue. It certainly helps to visit the locations that inspired the song. Yes, it helps open my mind to inspiration. Those notes had other interesting songs too. I plan to visit those locations as well. Yeah, we're gonna save it right here. We're gonna save it. We are still probably gonna make our way. Let's mark that shrine as complete. Let's continue to make our way over to this next shrine. So yeah, it's one something. I don't even think we have to worry about the other guys. I feel like I'm worried about spawning at night. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, come over here, dude. I know you see me from all the way over there. And we're gonna save it right here just in case mistakes are made. Excuse me. Because I feel like we basically found a cheat sheet to make it so that we can continue to do a no death run. Because we actually died earlier, and I think that was the first time that we actually died. And part of me was like, oh no, we're gonna have to end the run right here because we finally died, and it's gonna show up on our heroes map, and I don't want it to show up on our heroes map. So I'm gonna have to start a whole new game and start from the beginning. But the way that we quit, exited out the game, and reloaded our save file, I feel like it made it so that it doesn't look like we died. Yeah, kill him and the horse. And just like I was saying before, I feel like this is one of those areas I was talking about that makes it hard to complete, because this one guy and this one guy are basically like always in view of each other, kind of, so I feel like it's kind of hard. Yeah, see me, dude. Not you. You to see me. Oh, you already see me. That's why you're walking over here. And that guy over there doesn't see me, so you're dead. You are dead, my guy. Now if I can get the other dude to turn around. Other dude on top there can turn around, I can probably take out this first scout. Because even if he sees me, even if they see you, they kind of just keep eyes on you. They don't really move from that spot. I don't think he's gonna turn. I honestly think that I have to go around and take him out. I have to work backwards. Instead of taking this first guy out, I'm gonna have to take out that one that's behind him. Oh, look, he moved. Alright. So if I walk up here, take you out. Yeah, see, I don't think I was able to do that the first time. Which then means I feel like that makes it so that I could actually go this way. We will actually, I think I'm going to save it here. We're going to save it. I'm going to end it because I have to go, and we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back in maybe about like an hour or so. I don't necessarily know, but we're going to take a slight break, use the bathroom, get something to eat, walk the dog, all that fun jazz. So we're going to end things here, at least for now. I do want to thank everybody for being part of this stream, and yeah, I will see you guys a bit later. We're gonna end it a bit abruptly because I have to go right now. So see you guys in a little bit.